Assalamu alaikum. Today's video is going to be slightly different to my other videos because usually I focus on what Islam is, but today I'm focusing specifically on what Islam is not. And it's a subject that I feel it's my duty as a Muslim to talk about because it's something terrible that's happening and I can't just stand by and let it happen without speaking out against it. So I'm sure most of you are aware of what's currently going on in the Middle East, but just to clarify it for those who aren't totally sure. Basically, there's a group based in Iraq and Syria calling themselves ISIS, also referred to as the Islamic State, and they are an extremist group and they're essentially going around basically killing people that aren't Muslims. They're saying either forcing them to convert to Islam, pay an exorbitant amount of money that people literally couldn't afford even if they wanted to, or they're just killing them. And that is just so wrong and so not what Islam is, and it sickens me to the core to think there are people calling themselves Muslims who are doing these terrible, atrocious acts. These people doing these things, they can't even claim that it's to do with Islam because Islam is 100% about intentions. So if they're forcing people to convert to Islam and these people are doing it out of fear, it doesn't count. Islam is from the heart. Like, when a person becomes a Muslim, they say something called the Shahada, which is basically them witnessing there is one God and that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was his final messenger. And it's that belief that is the thing that makes them Muslim in the first place. So if these people they're forcing to convert are just saying the words, that they're not Muslims. There's no point in doing this at all. You are stealing away their right to freedom of religion, and they're not Muslims because Muslims are from its intention, it's from the heart, it's what they believe. So even if they say the words, it doesn't make a difference. And so threatening and giving these people the fear, it's not achieving anything. Like, one single shahada given out of sincerity is better than a million that don't mean anything. What ISIS are doing, it's not strengthening Islam, because these Muslims, or so-called Muslims they're converting, they're not Muslims. They are Christians who are forced to pretend to be Muslims because otherwise they're going to be killed, and that's just a terrible state for anyone to live in. Everyone has the right to believe what they want to believe. I choose to be Muslim, they choose to be Muslim. Well, they call themselves Muslim, but again, what they're doing is so not Islam, and they can't take away the Christianity from these people who have chosen their religion for themselves. Everyone has that right. It says specifically in the Quran there is to be no compulsion in religion. We are not allowed to force people to be Muslims. It's categorically against what Islam is all about, and I can't believe what's going on out there. Jihad is a word that's used, and jihad, first and foremost, jihad is a battle against yourself to improve your own religion. Jihad is all about, fundamentally, it's about perfecting your own religion and strengthening your own Islam. Or it's not going around killing people that aren't Muslims. This isn't anything to do with Islam. It says in the Quran to kill one innocent human being as if you've killed the whole of mankind. They are just getting the sins as if they've killed the whole of mankind. They're accumulating so many sins and going straight against what it says in the Quran, which is our book that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, telling us how to live our lives. And they are just disobeying everything that He's saying. And these people, they're sick in their head. They have a sickness. They are going out there to kill. They're not going to improve the religion or militant Islam. There's no such thing as militant Islam because Islam is about peace. It comes from the Arabic word Salam, meaning peace. It's surrender to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will is not for us to go around killing innocent people. So, anyway, that's my point of view and any true Muslim's point of view on the matter, because Islam, again, like I've said, isn't about this. So, yeah, I just felt like I had to say something to speak out against it, because what ISIS are doing in the name of Islam is so wrong, and it's not only un-Islamic, it's against humanity. The general sense of humanity, it's not what we do as humans or as Muslims or in anything. And I pray for the families and the people living in that situation and all the Christians out there, and I hope it gets better for them, and I hope that ISIS is stopped. So yeah, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon all of you.